Hi Boos! Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Brittany, and today we are at the Newland House.
In 1898, William and Mary Newland built what is now known to be the oldest house still standing here in Huntington Beach, the Newland House. Mr. Newland purchased over 500 acres of land for $12 to $15 an acre, and the land stretched from Yorktown to Atlanta Avenue and from Beach Boulevard to Magnolia Avenue. Mr. Newland worked for Mr. Irvine for 8 years, which is how he came to purchase the early pre-Huntington Beach land. The house fixtures and lumber to build the house came from Los Angeles by boat to what is now known as the Newport Pier. The supplies were then transported by horse over a 6-mile journey to where the Newland House would be built. Mr. Newland hired as many as 10 to 30 contractors at the going rate of $2.50 a day to start clearing the willows and the brush below and setting up a drainage system at the bottom of the land below the bluffs, known today as Bartlett Park or Hidden Valley by the locals. To construct the house that sits atop the mesa cost $1,485 in total to build. The grounds of the Newland House looked out over blackberry bushes and yielded crops such as celery, lima beans, barley, and more notably sugar beets and chili peppers. Fun fact, in 1925, a man by the name of Masami Sasaki, also known as the Chili Pepper King, moved here to Huntington Beach. And in 1929, he operated on the Newland farm a chili pepper dehydrating and processing center. The chili pepper processing factory sat where Miguel Jr.'s is now located, and that's why if you look at the front of the building, there's this big art mural of the Newland House with fields of chili peppers in the background, just for that reason.
Okay, so now that we took a look around, we're gonna get out some toys and kind of just see if we can find or hear anything talking to us. So I just started the Spirit Talker app, and right away,
I'm feeling tired.
Me too. Same, girl, same. Anyways, trees came up first, which we're right underneath the trees. So that's kind of interesting. We're just going to call out to any of the spirits that might be here at the Newland House. We only really want to talk to spirits of love and light. We don't want to talk to anybody that's negative or anybody evil. I'm also going to turn on this digital recorder here. And we're just going to record this and let this run. And then later on, I'm going to go back and listen to it and see if we could hear any spirits maybe trying to talk inside the digital recorder. So let's see how this works. We're going to go ahead and I guess just please wait. It's recording. All right. Let's do it. 7 seconds in. We are in front of the Newland House. It is July 16th, 2023, and we're going to see what we can find. I'm just going to keep this here, and hopefully it won't bang up and make noise.
Cold.
I'm getting colder. Do I need to move closer to the house? Will I find some spirits there, maybe? Who's here? Who is trying to talk with us? Mrs. Newland, are you home? There's a wedding going on. Do you like having all the weddings here on the weekends?
Elsewhere.
You'd rather it be elsewhere. I thought you would like it. You seem like a lady who loves a love story. And you get to watch one happen every weekend. Do you remember when I got married here, Mrs. Newland? It was August 3rd, 2013. So I'm actually coming up on my 10-year anniversary. Happy anniversary, Scott. So I'll put in little pictures of us. We took pictures right here on this front porch on our wedding day. And we set up a little bocce ball and cornhole on the side of the building over here. It was a good time. Wasn't it, Mrs. Newland? Oh, I kind of look just like one of those crazy homeless people that roam around Beach Boulevard talking to themselves. So, fortunate for me, no one's even looking at me like I'm crazy.
The mulberry bush outside the kitchen window, the palm tree on the side yard behind the Newland House sign, and the old cedar tree out by the gazebo were all originally planted by Mrs. Newland over 100 years ago. And a little fun fact, the bricks that paved the garden came from the Holly Sugar Company in Huntington Beach that Mr. Newland helped bring into fruition in 1911, making this all come full circle.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next app. This is the Necrophonic. So this one has a couple different features. Like you could just do white noise, and the spirits can manipulate and communicate through the white noise. So if you're just kind of hearing the phonetic of it, it's what I was told, the spirits trying to figure out how to manipulate the app. For anybody that's here, my name is Brittany, and I also have Ryan here helping me video. Can you say one of our names back? If anybody's willing to communicate with us, can you say your name? Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just put this digital recorder down so that it doesn't, contaminate any sound. I'm going to just place it right here on this rock. So the reason why I'm picking this spot here was because when doing some research, I found out when they were redoing this garden area, they were digging up and they found skeleton remains of what they found to be a teenage Native American boy. I think they've kind of left this. There's no like memorial for him or anything. These are just probably people that have donated and helped preserve and keep this place looking the way it does. But I feel like maybe we might be able to pick up on something here. If the boy that was buried here in this field is with us, would you be willing to communicate? Once again, my name's Brittany, and we have Ryan here too. Are you here with us? Oh, I think it's a boy. Were you the boy? Are you talking with me? Boy. I feel like it said buried. Were you buried here in this garden? Were you over here on this side? Will you let me know if I'm getting close? Here, let's see if we put echo on. You could put an echo on as well, and it'll just start repeating. So maybe that's easier for us to hear. Help? What do you need help with? I'm gonna just walk around, and if I'm close to where your body was laid to rest, will you let me know? Feel free to go ahead and speak with this device. Are you over here? Yes. Were you buried underneath this area here? Help me, help me. Where was your family? Do you like being here at the Newland House? Okay, now we are walking to the front porch. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on. Where do you think I should leave this? On the park bench over here, or just maybe on the windowsill? On the step? Okay. Yeah? No? Help me, help me. Okay. Mrs. Newland. I'm a big fan. I'd like to come back one day at nighttime and maybe talk with you. I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I like to drive by at nighttime. If I'm at the grocery store here in this parking lot, or if I'm picking up some food late night, and I'll sometimes drive by and say goodnight to Mrs. Newland and Mr. Newland and the boys and wish them sweet dreams. And that's kind of weird, but I thought maybe the more I tried to communicate with them, maybe one day she might communicate back with me and I might actually hear her. Wishful thinking, but willing to try. Maybe one day she might communicate back with me and I might actually hear her. Wishful thinking, but willing to try. Wishful thinking, but willing to try. If there's any spirits that want to communicate with us here at the Newland House, can you speak into this device here or manipulate the radio frequencies so that you're able to communicate with us? My name's Brittany, and this is Ryan. Can you let us know what your name is? Oh. Woo! Look it! It says she's coming. Can it be Mrs. Newland? Please let it be Mrs. Newland. Mrs. Newland, can you talk to us, please? No, I'm not dangerous. I'm gonna put the temperature setting on, and it will go off if it's got a temperature change, cold or hot. Are the boys here? Yeah, cool. What are you guys up to on a Sunday afternoon? This one's the heat. You could either ring that alarm to communicate with us, and I'll ask you yes or no questions. Okay. What kind of yes or no question should I ask? Are you a good spirit? Are you one of the boys? Right on cue. Thanks, boys. And it shuts off. I love this. Are any of your sisters home? If any of the sisters or any of the girls want to talk. Oh, look at Noah. I don't know if Mrs. Newland had a Noah. Nope. Well, it's confirming that Noah's talking with us, so. Hey, Noah. Can you talk through here? Are you able to use words? Can you say one of our names? I'm going to hope it didn't tell me to shut up. Like, yes, I did. That's not very nice, boys. Should we come back? Oh, this thing's still beeping. Okay, I just reset it. I don't know if it's just me sitting in the sun, if that's kind of affecting anything. But it's a blue light, so blue usually means colder temperature, so I'm gonna assume that that's Noah, our friend here. Noah, should we come back during the nighttime? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. If we come back at nighttime, would you talk with us? Or will Mrs. Newland talk with us? Okay. Then let's do it. We'll come back later on at night and stay and talk. Okay. I'm saying, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? I'm going to turn this down a little bit. You'll still be able to hear you. Did you just hear that knock behind me?
I did hear that knock behind me at the door.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps.
It is literally, you guys, probably 76, 77 degrees outside right now. I'm hoping it's Mrs. Newland. Mrs. Newland, is it you? Gosh, I hope so. I'm a really big fan. It's like making musical notes. I don't even think it's supposed to do that. I don't know. I think I always hear it saying my name. I felt like I said Brit a second ago. Okay, well, I'll ask a question, Mrs. Newland. So I'm not a good fan. I'm a really big fan of Mackie and Amanda, and I know that they've come here many times and have done videos here. Do you know Mackie and Amanda? It gets lonely. I'm sorry. Well, I'll come and talk with you. I already do. We're gonna have to review some of this footage and see what the sound's saying, and I can put it up in the subtitles as it comes. Paranormal. And this is on the AM station going in reverse. It sounds like there's another man coming through. Is there somebody else coming through? Oh, it failed? Huh. Where'd Mrs. Newland go? Is that you? Are you still here? I'd like to think, if this was back in, 1902, she has a brand new house. She invited me over for a lemonade, and we're, hanging out at the front porch, talking about, it's going to be a warm, late summer. I swear I thought I heard someone laughing. Angel hierarchy. Does that mean one of The top angels are here watching over us. We mean no harm and no disrespect. We're just totally jazzed that you're talking with us. The Newland House is really special to me. That's why I got married here, and I have watched the Hidden Huntington Beach video about the history of the Newland House. Oh, I am trying to be polite. Thank you. I'm going to tell my mom that you said so, Mrs. Newland. I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking, I just really connect with this place. So hopefully one day when we come back and talk with Mrs. Newland or Mr. Newland or whoever is going to communicate with us, that. Brittany, did you hear it? I'm getting a whole bunch of like shit happening and I'm not really sure how to read it. Well, if any of you are out there that are mediums or psychics and you have seen or pick up on anything, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And if you haven't already pushed subscribe, go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumbs up for a like. And tune in next time when we do more videos. Ghosting you till next time. Peace.
So after we were done filming at the Newland House, I remembered I bought this old book at the farmer's market like 15 years ago, and I pulled it out just to kind of see if I could find any cool stories or anything about the Newlands, and wouldn't you know, the very first, actually the second page, boom, it's the Newlands.